3, testing.
No, I'll just put this down. We never use the mic, so bear with me. There we are.
Thank you.
She raises the low talker.
All right, can you guys hear me okay? No? How about now?
Better, yes.
Okay, I have the quietest voice in the world, so that's why I requested the microphone. That's true.
We're family.
So I'm really happy to be here today because I normally go to Super Saturday in Massachusetts, and it's a really big event. There's sometimes 400 people there, and it's just this huge thing. But all the bells and whistles in the world don't really compare to being here amongst my team members and my friends, and people that I really love. And I'm so happy to celebrate everybody's success here, our team's success, and also the success of some amazing individuals here today, like Shanna and Dave, who accomplished amazing things in this past year. So I'm very, very happy to be here. Also, I have to say, please forgive me because I'm going to read what I wrote. 2 things. I only found out last night that I was speaking.
That's how we roll.
Like family.
That's how we roll.
So I only found out last night, and also, as you may have seen on Facebook, if you're friends with me, my toddler has been throwing middle of the night parties, and because I've been awake all night this week, just for the sake of being, somewhat clear and not to speak gibberish, I wrote it down. So here it goes. Hi, everyone. My name is Sharice Rome-Nolson. I'm a Diamond Coach on Team Perseverance, and today I'd like to spend a couple of minutes talking with you about how Beachbody came to enter my life and about why it has become such a huge passion of mine. I did my first challenge group, as we were just talking about, back in August 2013. So it was the second month that we had T25. My husband and I did it together. And after having 2 little ones, my son was born in June 2010, and my daughter, it was born in May 2012, motherhood had really taken over my life. And motherhood has been the greatest miracle and adventure of my life, but it's also been the single greatest life change that I've ever gone through. And this is coming from someone who lived a pretty big and adventurous life before. Motherhood has just taken me down in an incredible way, and any parent here, I'm sure, understands that. My body was different after motherhood. I wasn't overweight, but I was not comfortable in my own skin. I did not feel confident, and I felt like my very big world had shrunk down to a very small size. And granted, it was filled with so much love, and it was filled with the greatest experience of my life, being a mom, but it wasn't balanced. I was running myself ragged, taking care of everyone else. I was tired, I lacked energy, and I wondered about my purpose in life. I knew it was my purpose to be a mom, but I wanted to be making a difference in the lives of others too. I had already left a big, lucrative career to go back to grad school so I could have a career focused more on helping people. Several years ago. And now that I was home as a stay-at-home mom, I felt like I was devoting my life to my family, but I needed something else, and I needed something more. And I don't know if anyone here can identify with that, but I think many parents often feel that way. I'm sure, if you felt this way before, you know what it's like to feel that something is missing from your life, but you're not quite sure exactly what it is. And even when you're super busy and you can't imagine fitting in one more thing into your life, you still recognize that something else is supposed to be part of it. After my husband Jeff and I started T25 in the August 2013 challenge group, I felt like I had been woken up. I felt that way both mentally and physically. I felt more alive and alert, and I just felt physically stronger and better. And I couldn't help but just naturally start talking about what I was doing and sharing it with others. I had gone from taking 0 time for myself each day to 25 minutes a day that I shared with my husband. And that might sound kind of pathetic to only take 25 minutes for yourself in a day, but if you're a parent, you know how important that is and how far that goes. And the thing with my husband was we were also connecting over something that had nothing to do with kids, which was awesome. You know when you go on a date, you finally get date night and you're out and all you do is talk about your kids the whole time. That was our life. Something else we could really bond about. And it was a time for me and it was a time for us. And I felt challenged again and I felt invigorated. So when people started asking me how they could do this too, I told Dave, who was my coach, that I had new customers for him. And he told me about the coach sign up. So after I completely grilled him with questions over the phone in very long conversations, I decided to do it, and the rest is history. I signed up to be a coach on September 6th, 2013. I became an Emerald coach about 30 days later and a Diamond coach on February 13th of last year. And being a Beachbody coach has now become an enormous passion of mine. Why? Well, do we pay for all of our travel outright with money I make now? And if you follow me on Facebook, you know that we travel all the time. Yes, we do. Will my husband be able to make the switch to a job at a nonprofit company, which is something he's wanted to do for a long time, but we couldn't afford for him to take a pay cut? Yes, now he can make that choice when he's ready. Does my whole family have a big focus on health and fitness because of Beachbody coaching? Yes. My kids work out with us. Being strong and healthy has been in their vocabularies and a priority for them practically since they could speak. Do my days feel more exciting and more full of passion, and are they more inspiring in general? Yes. Do I love working with some of the greatest and most motivating people I have ever known on a daily basis? Yes, many of the people in this room and in my online world have legitimately become a second family to me, and I am so, so thankful for that. It's gone such a long way. But the biggest reason that I love coaching is because of the profound impact it has on the lives of others. And that's why I wanted to share how I was feeling before becoming a coach. There are people in this room who have experienced major physical and health-related transformations thanks to our Beachbody challenge groups, and I am completely in awe of all of them. I didn't have an impressive physical transformation, but I did have a huge mental and emotional one, and that has been invaluable to me. This is what helps me connect with others about our groups and team. The mission of Team Perseverance is to inspire, invite, help, and connect, and I take this very seriously. Whether someone tells me they need to lose 50 pounds or just want to tone up, or if they want to squeeze a few minutes into the day for themselves, or whether they just want to switch up their workout routine, I take the time to remember how I used to feel and connect with them about this. Because no matter what their goal is, I think back to my experience and know that they are coming to me or having this conversation with me because something is missing in their lives at that moment, even if they don't recognize it yet. From step 2 of the 5-step invitation process, which if you're not familiar with it, it's what we use to invite people to our challenge groups. It is an honor and a privilege to be part of their journey. In step 2, people share their whys with us, why they're looking into the challenge group, why they want to make a change. And this is not an easy thing for people to do. And we have to take the time to recognize that. They've shared with us what maybe makes them uncomfortable in their own skin, or maybe it's what keeps them up at night. They've trusted us and they're asking for our help. And this is not something to be taken lightly. There is something empowering about naming the change that you want to make in your life. I'll say that one more time because I think that's really important. There's something empowering about naming the change you want to make in your life, and you are helping somebody do that just from step 2 of the first conversation that you have someone about even considering doing our challenge group. As a coach, you have been given the tools that we all know from our own experience that really, really work. And each time we enter into a new conversation with people, we have the tools and the opportunity to actually help them change their lives for the better. This is not a small thing. These people and what they have shared with us are not just Success Club points. They are not just commission. They are people who are feeling the way you once did, whether you can identify with that, with their physical goals or not. It is the chance for you to offer them hope and a solution and support and motivation. And these are such wonderful things that we have to offer. We are not in the business of selling DVDs or challenge packs or Shakeology. We are in the business of offering people hope and inspiration with the tools to see it through. And even if people say no to joining our challenge groups at that time, you have provided them with a listening ear and with hope. And whether they come back to you later, as tons and tons of people do after they've said no initially, or whether they pursue something different on their own, you have given them a gift. Your power as a coach, your personal and private superpower, if you will, is your backstory. Take the time to write down your own story and find the power in it. That is what will keep you going. That is what will keep you focused on helping others, and it's also what will bring you success. It's what will enable you to sincerely and genuinely connect with people, and it's what will inspire you to keep going when things are tough. Your story is your super secret power as a Beachbody coach. You just have to remember to reflect on it and use it. And that's all I've got.
I just had a look, 9:12 p.m. last night. Teresa's like, I'm out to dinner. What do you want me to talk about? And you just wrote that whole thing.
That was awesome.
I can tell you, I see that as, that's a leader, and this girl's going places with the business. Therese, holy, I'm like sitting here going, 9:12 last night, and she's writing an unbelievable story. Therese, thank you.
Sure.
That was absolutely awesome.